Hey guys, what's up? Tammy here. Thank you for checking out my channel today. Today we are going to talk about Dear Heart, the Letters Chronicle written by Natavia. Let's get into it. So, Hamisi, Hart slash Jared, Sammy, and Brody are the main characters for this book, right? But before I get into this book, Natavia did a great job in this book. Let me tell you, I never read anything from her. It's my first time reading anything from her, and I loved it. I love this book. The book was taking place in the 80s, and back then things were changed. A lot of things are different compared to today's society, and I really love the genre, the plot, the theme. I think she did a great job with this book. Anyway, let me get into it. So now, as I was saying before, Sammy, Hamisi, Brody, and Hart slash Jared. Jared is a girl named Hart. Brody is her father. Brody wanted Jared to take over his drug game because he was going to jail. So he transformed his daughter into Jared. Jared is now the new drug lord and he's making a name for himself. Hamisi is the boss of everyone. He's the king of the street and everyone is under him. So now Jared is one of his lieutenants. I think that's what they call lieutenant. So it turned out that Jared is doing such good business that Hamisi was inviting him out to his functions and stuff, which Brody never got invited to. So while that was going on, Sammy is still being loyal to Brody because he was Brody's right-hand man. So he kept on going back and forth and telling Brody's what's going on, what Jared is doing. And I didn't like that. I thought Sammy was betraying Hart for that. Hart slash Jared for that. Because that wasn't his place. Brody's in jail. He can't do nothing about it now, right? Anyway, so now Hamisi and Jared are doing things for himself. Everybody's kind of looking skeptical at Jared because he doesn't hang out with women. He doesn't have any woman at all hanging around him, and everybody's like, he's funny. You know what's going on with him? Something's not right with him. So needless to say, everybody was just like giving him the side eye. So this one girl named Renee, she wanted Jared so bad, but he just wasn't feeling her. So now Jared got invited to one of Hamisi's party and he didn't want to go, but Sammy convinced him to go. So before Sammy could convince him to go, he told Sammy the truth and he found out that he was a girl. So it was like, oh my God, that explains so much. So they went to the party and girls were coming over him and everything. So he was like, nah, I'm good. I got my girl downstairs and everything. So one of the guy was like, everybody got a girl now. So he's like, no, but I'm faithful to mine. So while all of this was going on, nobody knew that Hamisi was taking or even listening to what was going on, but he was. So all that was said and done, Jared and Hamisi still doing business together. They're doing good and everything. Hamisi has his right-hand man that didn't like Jared because I guess he figured Jared was funny, but Jared was bringing in more business than he was. So he was just like throwing names and like not throwing names, but like giving him the side eyes and doing stuff under his breath. Needless to say, Hamisi has a lot of people against him and he had no idea. Jared have a lot of people against him. So Hart was tired of being Jared, so she wanted to be herself. Turned out she went to Virginia for a week, and who did she run into? Hamisi. So now Hamisi saw her, and he was like in love. He wanted to take her out on a date and whatever. So they went on a date, and they had intercourse, and they came back and everything. So she was like, no. He said, oh, I'm going to take you out to brunch. She's like, no, I have to work and stuff. He's like, call out. So she said, okay. Knowing the fact that she wasn't going to call out, so she stood him up. This fool went nuts. He had people looking for her. He took a time out of the game to just like find her, find out what's going on. So while that was going on, he put Jared in charge. Nobody didn't like that. So one of his other lieutenants spoke out. The minute he said something, he was dead. Like that's it. Anyway, Jared realized that something was wrong with Hamisi. So Hamisi confessed in Jared and tell him what was going on. So Jared was like, all right, I got you. I know her. I'll take care of it. So now Jared had to stop being Jared to be Hart. So he went to Hamisi. They had a rekindle for a few days, and he's like, that's it, I gotta go back to my boyfriend. So he's like, oh, that's it? So yeah, that's it. So they part ways, right? You thinking everything was good. Nope. Amisi was still carrying feelings and she was carrying feelings. So they went to another party as Hart and as Amisi. Amisi was dating this other girl there. So Hart was upset. So she was trying to play him with another guy. He didn't like that. So he basically played her. And a whole drama and story coming together. So now, while that's going on, Hart wanted to stop being Jared. She just didn't want to be in the game all together. She just wanted to be done with it. So she put Sammy in charge and all that, and then Sammy was taking care of stuff and doing that. While all that was going on, Brody was being vindictive. Brody and Sammy was working behind Jared back. So it turned out that Jared found out some stuff that was going on, and he ended up becoming Hart altogether. So now that Jared and Hart know what's going on, so they killed one person and they said, okay, fine, let me get myself together. I'm just going to be Hart. So she found out that she thought Hamisi was cheating, so she left and went to her house. And it turned out that Sam was betraying her, as now she found out. So Sam went to her house, blah, 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 and situation happened. Hamisi showed up, and Hamisi, with his jealous rage that he is, because he becomes a lunatic when he's jealous, and killed Sammy. And then I said, okay, fine, whatever. So now, more drama, more secrets are coming out. So now, Hamisi's like, he's hurt and he's bitter and he's angry. So he's taking it out on her. He locked her up in his house for months. He has his boys watching her, stuff going on. And he's going out there doing his dirt. Overall, they came back together and they worked their situation out, and they found out that she's pregnant and he wasn't sure if the baby was his and blah blah blah. So it was a lot going on. Needless to say, they worked their situation out and they got their happily ever after. Overall, guys, I really enjoyed this book. I think it was good from beginning to end. It was captivating. It was just like awestruck. It was like, yeah, this is what's going on. Everything, each was like a page turner. You keep on wanting to find out what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. And it was beautiful. The whole storyline was beautiful between the love. Hamisi had to be two people, which most likely when you read books about drug lords and stuff, some of them can separate their lifestyle, some of them can't. But he had to be two different people, and he was very good at what he did. Overall, Natavia did a good job. I really love it, Natavia. I really loved it. I think she did a great, great job. You guys have to check it out. It's called Dear Heart, The Letter Chronicles. Let me know what you think, okay? Bye, guys.